Ultimate Viesa, so she's really good for taking out the Infernal Walker. This is the setup that I'm going with. I've got a handgun in my hand that I kind of run around with. The reason for that is because of the increased movement speed, and you will see in the Infernal fight that being able to dodge missiles is the main thing that you need to pay attention to when you're fighting that thing. So the other weapons, not really need to worry about these. It's just having high movement speed that makes it so good. And then my reactor, frozen singularity, of course, with a singular boost and so chill power boost. And obviously mounted handgun is important, but having additional attack to Colossus and skill critical hit damage is crucial, because it means your skills are just doing more damage. As you can see here, my skill critical hit rate is at 100%, and I've got a 4 times skill critical multiplier. So what this tells you is that all my skills are critting all the time. I'm never not critting, so that's good. And then external components, I'm going with a Slayer set. Mainly these are basically exactly the same as my Lepic. I never really switched these out. I only switched them out for really good sets, and there haven't been that many really good sets in my opinion. I've tried the Polar Knight set, it's not really worth it, to be honest, in my honest opinion. Yeah, this increases your defense. With my max health is also boosted. Max health is only boosted with this one thing. The others are boosting my MP and my shields. MP, shields, and I'm lying. This is actually also increases my max health. But the point is, having around 8,000 or close to 8,000 health with like close to 400 MP is what you want, so that you just have a lot more sustain and you're not dying all the time, as well as obviously having enough defense, 25,000 defense. If you're able to get more from maybe a better Slayer set than mine, that's always good. But having above 300 MP is what you're looking for, just so that you have enough sustain. Yeah, and that's it. That's the surface level view for my Ultimate Viesa. And then also going to the descendant modules. These are the module setup that I'm going with. I've got obviously absolute zero, very important. What it does is when I land a critical hit, which you saw, I've got 100% critical hit rate. Whenever I land a critical, I inflict frostbite on the target, and successfully inflicting frostbite triggers ice spheres, which are like a secondary type of skill that activates, and it fires ice missiles at your target. So yeah, that's why this is so good with this build. As you can see, like I said, 207% for both critical hit rate and hit damage, and that's because of all my crit mods that I have on this build. Skill critical, concentration, insight, front lines, emergency measures, all of that good stuff. And then I'm expanding her skill set or her skill range with expansion and maximized range. I know about the minus 20% skill modifier that I'm losing, but it's not that much of a big deal. Viesa innately has a high skill power modifier in any case, so having that reduction is not that much of a big deal, especially when you're cutting all the time. So yeah, that together with MP accelerant, you could probably opt out for something else like outstanding investment. It's another one, gives you 20% increase to skill duration as well as HP heal, but I went with MP accelerant for the obvious max MP increase of 3%. Yeah, just gives me more sustain, more MP to work with, and because in a boss fight you don't always have a lot of resources, so being able to have your skills last longer, do more overall damage, and having more resources is pretty good. So that together with my survivability, which encompasses increased HP, increased defense, and burn immunity with heat release. I didn't really level this up, and I've been able to take down the boss pretty easily, or relatively easily. If I'm dodging missiles properly, I'm not taking that much fire damage. Yeah. And then also mid-aim maneuvering. Mid-aim maneuvering, this is actually important because this provides you with just that edge when you are in trouble. The boss is firing those huge missiles at you. This allows you to get out of the way really quickly. This adds to the dodging factor of this whole setup. So this is my setup when I'm going into this boss fight. Works really well for me. You might have something better that works far better, which is good, but this is what I go with. And yeah, you might have noticed I don't even have chill boosted, like chill chill specialist or singular specialist or any of those skill mods, because the skills just hit hard on their own, so didn't see the need for it. And this is what I go with into the boss fight, and it works well for me. Okay, so for this fight, with all of those things that I just mentioned, for this fight you're going to be relying a lot on this being able to run fast and dodge the skills. I like to hit my fourth right there. If I can get him to stay in the fourth, in this ability, like just taunt him to this way. But you're basically just trying to dodge all of his missiles, and the way I like to dodge him and the way it works for me is sort of just kind of straddling the sides, like keeping the camera at sort of an angle, and then you see that, trying to dodge these missiles like that. That's why mid-aim maneuvering, that's why it's so good. I hit that, frost shards, and then these little minions that spawn, they die instantly. I get my resources back from them, and we are good to go. And normally the fight will last about 6 minutes. That's usually how long it takes me to take it on. Not the most fastest fight, but definitely fun to fight the boss this way instead of just you could do one-shotting and stuff like that, but the devs are definitely trying to like take the game in a direction where you're not just killing the boss in one go. It's cool to do that, nothing wrong with doing that obviously, but it's just more fun this way. And then he's gonna do that missile thing, and I dodge it with maneuvering, and he's now completely out of my special, which sucks. That's gonna happen from time to time, but if you're dodging properly, effectively like that, kind of just staying on his side, watching him on his side, and then he goes into his rage. He goes into the rage attack, and now things get a little bit dicey, where the missiles are sort of a little bit more crazy, and he's doing his major ballistic attack like that. Down with them. Hit that, hit my second, and now we're good to go again. And now I'm just kind of waiting for my skills to load up, dodging missiles, waiting for that special. Oh, there it is, shooting it again, modern maneuvering, and we're good. Yep, so that's the pattern right there. You just kind of dodge the boss, wait for him to do his thing, wait to hit your fourth. He's gonna do not do that special, and now I do mine. If I can get him to get my resources back over there. It's gonna do a special now again, I think. Dodging missiles over here. Yep, it is a special. Oops, got me just in time. Almost killed me there. But yeah, even if you do die, you have 3 lives, so not an issue. It might take you a little bit more time to land this pattern properly, but you'll get it. And yeah, so right now, as you see, I'll probably fast forward this just so that you can that's almost dead, but sweet. Yeah, with my fourth ability, it's going to hit some more missiles. I can stay in that fort for longer. I can taunt him and keep him in one spot, and see, there you go, down, and we are good. Just put some frost on him there. Yeah, also that's another thing, try not to do that when he is up. He's going to one-shot you with that fire attack down that he releases from his undercarriage. At this point, it's really just waiting for your skills to kind of come back up, and waiting for that fourth ability. Just hitting with more frostbite and more criticals, as you see. Here you go. And then I'm gonna hit him with this. Almost done, and now he should be dead. There you go. Easy. And it took me only how long? Took me only about, I would say 6 minutes. Yeah, 6 minutes. 6 minutes average. That's the average amount of time it takes me to take down Infernal Walker. Dodging, straddling the sides of him, and easy. Really easy. You could make it easy. You can make it more difficult to yourself, or you could go easy like that. Hope the video helps. Like and sub if you want. And that's me.